In the ancient land of Egypt, where the mighty Nile flowed through a world steeped in mysticism, the god Anubis held a special place in the hearts of the people. He was the jackal-headed deity, the guardian of the afterlife, and the guide of souls on their journey to eternity. Anubis, with his ebony fur and gleaming eyes, was a figure both revered and feared. He watched over the mummification process, ensuring that the souls of the deceased were properly preserved for their journey to the other side. His role was sacred, for he was the one who weighed the hearts of the departed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice, in the grand hall of judgment. One day, a humble scribe named Amenhotep, known for his unwavering devotion to the gods and his love for the written word, passed away. His soul embarked on the treacherous journey through the Duat, the realm of the dead, where perilous trials awaited. Amenhotep's heart was heavy with worry, for he had led a life of virtue, but he feared that his actions might not be enough to outweigh the doubts that occasionally crept into his soul. As he traversed the desolate landscapes of the Duat, Amenhotep's path eventually led him to the grand hall of judgment. There he beheld the imposing figure of Anubis, the god of the afterlife. Anubis, with his jackal's head, stood solemnly, ready to assess the purity of Amenhotep's heart. Amenhotep stepped forward, his heart pounding with anticipation. Anubis, the embodiment of both authority and compassion, beckoned him closer. The great scales of justice hung before them, with the feather of Ma'at resting delicately on one side. With trembling hands, Amenhotep placed his heart on one scale and watched anxiously as it teetered in the balance. Would his heart be lighter than the feather of truth? Had his virtuous life indeed outweighed his occasional doubts? As the scale stabilized, a serene smile crossed Anubis's jackal visage. Amenhotep's heart was as light as the feather of Ma'at, signifying a life led with integrity and righteousness. The scribe's soul had passed the ultimate test. With a nod of approval, Anubis guided Amenhotep onward, leading him to the radiant realm of Aru, where the blessed souls resided in eternal happiness. Amenhotep, filled with gratitude and relief, found his place among the righteous, knowing that the watchful eyes of Anubis had recognized the purity of his heart. From that day forward, Anubis continued his sacred duty, guiding the souls of the departed through the trials of the afterlife. His role as the guardian of the threshold between life and death remained unwavering, ensuring that the souls of the virtuous could find eternal peace and bliss in the realm beyond.